It's just a great win for our program. I was just really, really happy for our ladies. They've been working hard, and they shared some of their goals that they set for February. But they have high expectations for themselves, and they came out tonight. And I just think we're really passionate about performing possession by possession, executing, and there's a lot of things I was impressed with, but the fact that the second half started that way and our players did show that resiliency, and it was like a little bit of okay, that's okay, like we can do this, and they really fought the last 5 minutes of the third quarter to just, I think, settle themselves. But a lot of great individual performances, but overall just a great team win, and a lot of different players contributed to that.
Coach, obviously, I guess we'll start with where that last press conference ended off. Obviously, it is a big number, 1,000 wins. Just what does that mean for you, having been a part of this team now for over a decade, even just as an assistant? What does it mean for you to be at the helm now, getting this program over that number?
I've had the privilege, working with Coach Bruno, and I feel like Doug's the one who should be up here talking about 1,000 wins, because he's had by far the bulk of those, and the kids talked about the honor to wear DePaul, but the honor to work here and the privilege, but then to just see the different teams, and to think about the Anna Martins and the Kat Harrys and the Jess Januarys and the Ashton Milners and the Kyra Smiths and the Lene Williams and Allie Quigley. You just start thinking about all these great teams in the past and the program basically that Doug built. And it just is, you just start smiling when you start thinking about all those different girls. So it obviously is an accomplishment, a milestone that many were a part of, and it's pretty great for DePaul women's basketball.
Jill, have the trials and tribulations you guys have gone through help in a game like this when you have the third quarter you have to kind of be in that same position before? How have some of those previous games helped you win this game?
Well, I think our ladies, we had so many close games in January, and then being able to show them on tape, talk to them about, we're capable of doing this, and then a few more things need to happen, the execution and hitting the free throws, staying clean and not putting them to the free throw line. So the experience, I think, is pretty probably immeasurable in essence. But I would say in the third quarter, it's still, I felt like, the ladies were in that place, like, what's going to happen here? And then they chose to dig in, and then when you have aggressive play, I think our pressure really helped us. I think the fact that we were in attack mode just kept our mentality in the right place. So I think those games had helped us get a win today. But, the game at Seton Hall is going to be really, really hard for us. But I'm just really pleased for our ladies to get this win, and then the free throw thing. We all know the free throw line has been such a challenge, and to go 14 for 15 that's what you have to do to win close basketball games. So just again, happy for the ladies to see it, believe it. You get confidence by doing, and they did that today. So I got to believe they're going to be even more excited to get in the gym and have more confidence.
Coach Michelle and of course Kate were huge pretty much in the paint. Can you talk about their performance down low and selling the team down late in the third quarter and also in the fourth?
Yeah, so what was great about Michelle is I would say she didn't get off to a great start, and her first couple trips into the game, she started the game, then her next trip into the game, the game was not easy for her at all early. So just really impressed with the resiliency she showed as an individual to just keep battling the challenges she was facing today. And then Kate Novik was just, got to the point, like, yeah, get Kate the ball and make her, she's going to make something happen, And the thing with Kate, she has the ability to score, but she has got unbelievable vision with an ability to pass. So if she's not open, she is going to try to hit someone who is open. But Kate tonight today, and she mentioned shoot around. She didn't get through all of shoot around today. She just wasn't feeling great, and then she definitely said, "Yeah, I got to try. I want to try to play today," and you wouldn't have known anything bothered her. So it was probably good she had a little more rest today.
Coach, St. John's only got 2 points off 15 DePaul turnovers. Just talk about the defensive grit for the team to not kind of get down as they might have in previous games and just kind of correct their own mistakes.
Yeah, I think they realize that defense and rebounding is how we have to get our work done, and the first half, well, at halftime, we talked about, I thought our bench did a great job of bringing energy to our players on that side of the floor, on the defensive end of the floor. So at halftime, we talked about, the second half, we're still going to be yelling, but we're not going to be in your ear. And the five of you out there have just got to really energize each other. And Coach Ashton Millender had to scout and I thought did a great job of just preparing how we wanted to guard St. John's actions. And I thought our ladies did a really good job of executing the game plan.
And then obviously, you were just asked about Kate and Michelle, but also wanted to ask you about Natiah. Kind of fourth quarter, she kind of just exploded. Talk about her performance after obviously a couple weeks where she'd kind of been less of a focal point just throughout the game.
Yeah, I think it's because Natiah just instinctually brings energy. That's just, we can count on that, but she's also was in attack mode. And she has been scoring the ball better, putting it on the floor, scoring the ball better. In practice, she's been shooting her free throws better. I think it's great for her to see a free throw, squeeze in there. But just it's like a mindset, Andy. It's just you have to be in attack mode. You got to stay aggressive, and that's what Natiah does. She just does that. That's how she plays. And when your teammates see that, it can be contagious. And I think that's what we always expect out of Natiah, to bring that energy, but to stay aggressive. And I thought she played with a lot of confidence out there.
Coach, the bench was erupting out there every time you all forced a turnover, whether shot clock violation or getting a steal. Can you just speak on the bench and how they were just cheering the team on?
Yeah, I think it's a really important part of having a successful program. Is that everyone is all in, and if you're not one of the five that are on the floor, you're encouraging those that are on the floor. And I want we have 15 players. I want every single one of them to feel a part of the win, whether they played minutes or not. And if you're engaged and you know the game plan, so you're out there, you're helping your teammates, and it does make a difference. It makes a big difference when you hear your teammates and you feel your teammates' energy. So I can't say enough about how great the bench was tonight and just encouraging their teammates.
Coach, obviously he's around the program in other ways still, but just now that Doug Bruno's been on the call for several games this season, just talk about what it means knowing that you can obviously go back, watch the game film, and hear his voice kind of calling the game as you're looking over things. Like
one of the best voices out there, right? I love it. I love it for Doug. I love it for Doug. I love it that Doug was able to get back here and still be involved in the basketball, and he's able to share his knowledge. And that's what Coach has done his entire life. He's a coach, he's a teacher, and the camps he's run, biggest girls basketball camps in the country, he's always sharing his knowledge. So for him to be put back in that position, and certainly at be able to do the DePaul games, it just warms my heart. I'm just so happy for Doug, and it's great to hear his voice. I'd love to see Doug. It's when he comes by practice. It's always great to see him, and he bleeds DePaul blue. And he'll say, "I'm not supposed to cheer for DePaul, but we know what Doug thinks."
Kate, 20 points tonight. Just talk about what was working for you as you were kind of getting into the flow of the offense there.
I feel my coaches and my teammates, they just believe in me. In shoot around, I a little bit struggle, and I show up today, and they just keep support me no matter what, and it helps me just to play hard.
And for any of you guys, in that third quarter when St. John was starting to go on a run, you guys really tightened up your defense. Just talk about the defensive fight this team had throughout the game, especially in those late game moments.
We know that teams go on runs, and I think resilience has been something that we have stood on this season. So just being resilient, just knowing that they make runs, and we know that we had to put a stop to it and make our run.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, I think we're all hoopers here, so we know they're gonna make runs, we gonna make runs. We just kind of had to calm ourselves down and figure it out.
Natiah, what was the locker room like post game?
So fun, y'all. We was in there screaming, we was playing, just happy. One of the goals that we made was to win 6 games in a row, one game at a time. So this just started our win streak basically. So be ready for us, y'all.
This is for Natiah or Kate. Looks like you two played big roles in that fourth quarter. I believe, Kate, you had 10 points, two assists. Natiah, you had 7 points. Can you talk about how you guys closed together?
I'm sorry, can you guys say that one more time?
Yes, can you talk about how both of you all played a big roles in that fourth quarter to close the game out?
I think, we both know our role. Jill makes it very clear to us. It's kind of just about us getting out there and doing it. We really just went out there, played. We want to win. Like, we want to continue to win, and we knew what we had to do that, and we made sure we executed it.
Guys, for any of you, Michelle, obviously in the third quarter, had those 2 massive three-point plays, also had 4 steals. Just talk about her energy tonight and how that kind of fueled you guys when the offense was kind of slowing down overall.
She played awesome. She played really hard, and she helped a lot on the last quarter. Her energy was really high, and she just stay on the game. She focused a lot today, and she hustled a lot. So I give you a credit. She played really good on both end of on defense and on offense.
It looks like pretty much the offensive glass was a big deal for you all tonight, and also second chance points. Can you all speak on that?
Our goal was 18, yeah.
18, yeah.
18, but we did 15. So I feel we sent 3 people on the glass and 2 people back, and we try to go every time to offensive glass and get second chance point, because we know we're not shooting great percentage right now, and of course we're improving that. So it helped us to have more opportunities for shooters and for post players to get some buckets. So.
DePaul eclipsed 1,000 program wins, second team in the Big East, 86th Division I team. What does it mean to each of you to be a part of that team that hit that milestone?
What we hear?
1,000 career program wins.
It's a big number. I'm proud that we are members of DePaul, and it's really special for us and for university, and we're gonna win more games. So.
Yeah, I think each of us are just grateful to be able to step out in public and on the court and have DePaul across our chest. One thing that they make a big statement on is when you go out, you represent DePaul, you represent your family, and it's just an honor to all of us.
Yeah. After this, going into the tournament, we should have 1,006, I believe.
Anything else? Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.